I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I
I
am
am California of the past.
I was born in Johannesburg, South Africa, September 25th, 1967. My family immigrated to Sacramento in 1968. My mother was South African and my father was Danish, so our home language was English. Although I looked like many of my classmates in Sacramento, I often felt like an outsider because our family ate different foods, celebrated holidays differently, and had a different history. After a series of moves around Sacramento, 1978 found me in Roseville with a blended family of my mother, stepfather, twin sister, and two baby half-brothers. Our house was in a new subdivision on the west side of Roseville. A few blocks away was a neighborhood referred to by some as Tortilla Flat. Many of the residents were Latino, and I was soon to make friends with some of the children. I was in 5th grade and together with my sister enrolled at Kaysburg Elementary School. We started out in the same class, but my parents decided to separate us. Being slightly more comfortable with the academic changes, I was selected as the one to go into the other 5th grade class. I was quite shocked when I went into the classroom and the teacher was speaking in Spanish. I felt alienated again. Many of my classmates were Latino, and though at the time they referred to themselves as Chicano. When our class went to recess, I logically chose to play with the kids from my class and soon began to consider the Chicano kids as my friends. We would play kickball together with the entire rest of the team being Chicano and one gringo. As time passed, one of my friends turned my last name into a kind of nickname. Rodhe became Roach and morphed into La Cucaracha. He thought it was funny because it hinted at the nickname of marijuana, and at first it really bothered me because I felt the last thing I wanted was to be associated with drug use in 5th grade. But over time I realized it meant I was being accepted, at least to some degree, by my new friends. 5th grade turned into 6th, and before we knew it, it was time for middle school. Many things changed. Kids started forming into even more segregated groups. I could still occasionally hang out with my Chicano friends, but more and more I could feel a separation. They all wore the uniform of their social group. White tank top, slip-on shoes, gray chinos, pressed very carefully. Then one day my friend told me things had to change. His brother had told him that we weren't going to be able to be friends anymore. My shock was complete, although I knew that day was coming. Back to undercover immigrant again. I'd have to find new friends all over again, but I knew I could do it since I'd done it before. And I took with me an appreciation for the culture of other immigrants, especially Latino culture, wishing somehow that I could have melded into that group I'd played kickball with in 5th grade. Okay,
Good.
we're done. No more takes.